If you are over the age of 60, I want you to listen to this very carefully, because what I'm about to share with you today is something that most people don't know, yet many are suffering from its effects every single day. There is a very common vegetable that almost every home uses, especially in salads and meals, and everyone believes it is completely safe, refreshing, and always healthy. And that vegetable is the cucumber. We slice it, we sprinkle a little salt, we add it into yogurt, sandwiches, and salads thinking we are doing something good for our body. But the truth is, cucumber is healthy only when eaten correctly and when paired with the right foods. When paired incorrectly, especially after the age of 60, cucumber can trigger digestive problems, acid reflux, fermentation in the gut, gas, bloating, fatigue, and even silent inflammation inside the body. Now you may be thinking, how can something so light and watery cause health problems? The answer lies in how the digestive system changes as we age. After 60, the stomach produces less acid. The intestines move food slower. Enzymes that break down food become weaker. This means the body can no longer handle food combinations the same way it used to when you were younger. So certain foods that were once harmless now can become heavy, difficult to digest, and irritating to the gut. And cucumber, because it is more than 95% water, can dilute stomach acid instantly. This means, if you combine cucumber with certain foods, the stomach cannot break the meal down properly. And when food does not digest well, it begins to sit, ferment, and produce gas. And that leads to discomfort, pressure, bloating, and even joint stiffness or poor sleep in many seniors. My name is Dr. And for over 25 years, I have worked with senior patients, helping them regain simple, natural digestive comfort without medicines. And one of the biggest lessons I teach is this: health is not just about what you eat. It is about what you combine together. Even healthy foods can become harmful when eaten in the wrong combination. So today, I'm going to tell you 3 foods you should never eat together with cucumber if you are over 60. And when you stop making these combinations, your digestion will feel lighter, your stomach calmer, and your energy will return naturally. After the age of 60, the digestive system goes through natural, gradual changes that many people don't even realize are happening. When you were younger, your stomach acid was strong, your digestive enzymes were active, and your intestines moved food smoothly from one stage of digestion to the next. You could eat heavy meals, mixed foods, street food, spicy dishes, and your body would handle most of it without much trouble. But with age, the digestive fire becomes weaker. The body simply does not produce the same amount of stomach acid or digestive enzymes as before. Stomach acid plays a very important role. It breaks food down, extracts nutrients, and kills harmful bacteria. But when acid levels go down, food does not break down completely. It stays longer in the stomach. And whenever food stays longer than it should, it begins to ferment. And fermentation means gas, acidity, pressure, belching, bloating, and heaviness after meals. Another major change after 60 is slower intestinal movement. The muscles in the digestive tract lose tone. So food that should pass through smoothly now moves slowly. This is why many seniors experience constipation, discomfort, or that feeling of food sitting in the stomach. Now, why is this important when we talk about cucumber? Because cucumber is 95% water. When eaten alone, that water can be cooling and hydrating. But when eaten with the wrong foods, this water dilutes whatever stomach acid is left, making digestion even slower and weaker. So the meal sits longer. And when it sits longer, it ferments. And when fermentation starts, symptoms begin. This is why seniors often say, "I only ate salad, but I still feel bloated. I ate something light, but my stomach feels heavy. I feel tired after eating, even when I didn't eat much." It's not how much you eat. It's how foods interact inside the stomach. So the key is not to stop eating cucumber. The key is to avoid mixing it with certain specific foods that trigger fermentation, acidity, and digestive stress after 60. And now, let's talk about the first food you must never combine with cucumber. When we talk about food combinations that cause silent digestive stress after the age of 60, One of the most common and most harmful is the combination of cucumber with dairy products, especially milk and yogurt. And the surprising part is that this combination is extremely common in our homes. Many people eat cucumber raita, cucumber with buttermilk, cucumber with yogurt in salads, or even have cucumbers before drinking milk. And most of the time, they assume they are eating something light and cooling. But inside the body, the opposite is happening. Let's understand why. Cucumber is cold, watery, and alkaline. Yogurt and milk, on the other hand, are heavy and require warm digestive conditions to break down properly. When the cold, water-rich cucumber enters the stomach along with dairy, it weakens digestion instantly. The water in cucumber dilutes stomach acid, and the coldness of cucumber slows down the enzyme action needed to digest milk proteins. Think of it like trying to wash oily dishes with cold water. The cleaning process slows down dramatically. That's exactly what happens in your stomach. And when dairy does not digest well, it sits in the stomach. When food sits, it ferments. And fermentation leads to gas buildup, belching, heaviness after meals, acidity or burning sensation, pressure in the upper stomach, thick coating on tongue, slow digestion afterward, sleepiness or fatigue after eating. Many seniors think these symptoms are normal aging, but they are not. They are simply signs of food not digesting correctly. You may also notice joint stiffness or swelling the next morning after eating yogurt with cucumber. That is because poor digestion creates inflammatory byproducts, which circulate in the bloodstream and settle in weaker areas like joints. If you are someone who eats yogurt for digestion, continue doing it. Yogurt is beneficial. Just do not mix raw cucumber in it. Eat cucumber separately, at least 45 to 60 minutes apart from dairy. If you love raita, you can replace cucumber with roasted cumin, carrot, finely grated. These support digestion rather than weaken it. And if you drink milk at night, do not eat cucumber in the evening meal. The combination may cause nighttime acidity and disturbed sleep. Just by removing cucumber plus dairy, many seniors notice a lighter stomach, better bowel movement, reduced gas, and better sleep within 3 to 7 days. Now, let's move to the second food that should never be combined with cucumber, and this one will surprise most people because it is the most common salad pairing worldwide. Now that you understand which foods should never be eaten with cucumber, let's talk about how to eat cucumber correctly, especially after the age of 60, so that it actually benefits your digestion instead of disturbing it. The first and most important rule is timing. Cucumber is best eaten either 30 to 45 minutes before your meal or 2 hours after your meal. When eaten before a meal, the water and fiber in cucumber help hydrate the stomach lining, soothe inflammation, and prepare the digestive system to work more efficiently on the main meal. But when cucumber is eaten during or immediately after heavy meals, especially meals containing dairy, meat, wheat, or rice, the water in cucumber dilutes the stomach acid and slows the breakdown of the other heavier foods. So make cucumber a light pre-meal snack instead of mixing it directly into the food you are eating. The second important thing is that cucumber should be eaten with foods that support digestion, not block it. The best foods to pair with cucumber are carrots, lettuce, bell peppers, leafy greens, olives, or a small drizzle of olive oil or lemon juice. These foods combine smoothly inside the stomach and do not interfere with acid levels. A pinch of black pepper or a tiny sprinkle of black salt can actually help stimulate digestion and prevent gas. Avoid adding regular table salt because it causes water retention, especially in seniors with high blood pressure or kidney concerns. If you want to make a salad, keep it extremely simple: cucumber, carrot, lettuce, lemon, and black pepper. Nothing more is needed for digestion to stay light and smooth. The third key point is chewing. Because cucumber is watery, many people swallow it quickly without chewing enough. But chewing is the first step of digestion. After 60, the stomach and intestines are slower, so the more you chew, the easier the digestion becomes. Aim to chew each bite slowly so the body does less work later. Also, avoid eating cucumber late at night because the cooling nature of cucumber can slow digestion during sleep and may cause gas or bloating in the early morning. Finally, drink water 15 minutes before eating cucumber, not immediately after. This prevents overhydration in the stomach. When eaten correctly, cucumber becomes a powerful food for hydration, skin glow, digestion ease, and even joint comfort. The key is not removing cucumber from your diet, but simply eating it the right way and not combining it with foods that disturb your digestive balance. When you stop combining cucumber with dairy, tomatoes, and melons, and begin eating it the correct way, you will start to notice improvements in your digestion and energy surprisingly quickly. In fact, most seniors begin to feel a difference within just 7 days. The first change you may notice is that your stomach feels lighter after meals. That uncomfortable heaviness, the pressure in the upper stomach, or the feeling that food is just sitting there, will begin to reduce. Because digestion becomes smoother, the amount of gas in the intestines goes down, which means less bloating and less embarrassment from frequent burping. Many seniors also notice that they no longer need to lie down or rest immediately after eating because the body is no longer wasting energy trying to digest food improperly. Instead, the energy becomes available to the body again. Another improvement many people report is better sleep, especially nighttime sleep. When digestion is disturbed, the stomach and chest area become restless, which affects sleep cycles. But when digestion is calm, the body relaxes more naturally. You may also find that you wake up with more freshness instead of grogginess or heaviness. Some seniors even report a lightness in their joints. This happens because better digestion reduces internal inflammation, and when inflammation goes down, the joints feel less stiff in the morning. Your bowel movements may also become more regular and smoother. Instead of constipation or incomplete movements, the intestines work more efficiently because food is passing through the system properly. Overall, your body will feel more steady, more comfortable, and more energized throughout the day. This is the beauty of making small corrections in how you combine your foods. You don't need expensive medicines or complicated diet plans. You just need to eat intelligently, respecting how your body changes with age. And once your digestion becomes lighter, everything in life feels easier. Now, as we reach the final part of our discussion, it's time to really pause and reflect on the significance of what we've shared today. At first glance, it might seem like avoiding certain food combinations with cucumbers is a small detail, something minor in the grand scheme of your life. But here's the truth. When we reach the age of 60 and beyond, our bodies change in ways we often underestimate. Our digestion slows, our metabolism becomes less efficient, and the systems that once seemed invincible begin to need more careful attention. Something as simple as combining cucumbers with the wrong foods can create subtle stress in your body, stress that silently accumulates day by day, week by week, year by year. What starts as mild discomfort or bloating can eventually lead to more serious health problems, problems that could affect your energy, mobility, and overall quality of life. Recognizing these risks and acting now is an act of love toward yourself and your future. Think about it for a moment. Every meal you consume is either working with your body or against it. When foods clash, digestion becomes harder, nutrients may not be absorbed properly, and your body has to work overtime just to cope. After 60, this isn't a minor inconvenience. It's a serious factor that can accelerate aging, inflammation, and even disease. Cucumbers, while fresh, hydrating, and healthy on their own, can interact negatively with certain foods, making digestion challenging and sometimes even leading to nutrient imbalances. The good news is that once you understand these interactions, you can make simple changes that bring extraordinary benefits. You don't have to give up your favorite foods, but by adjusting how and when you consume them, your body can function at its best. I want you to picture your body as a sophisticated, finely tuned orchestra. Each organ, each system, each function plays a unique part, and harmony is essential. When you introduce foods that clash, it's like adding a note that doesn't belong in the melody. At first, it may seem harmless, but over time, it disrupts the entire performance. The digestive system is particularly sensitive. Over 60, it loses efficiency, enzymes decrease, and the natural rhythm of digestion can be easily disturbed. By learning which foods pair well and which do not, especially with something as common as cucumbers, you are giving your body the chance to perform beautifully without struggle or strain. I understand that changing long-held eating habits is not easy. Many of us have comfort foods, routines, and memories tied to the meals we enjoy. Food is deeply emotional. It's culture, tradition, and pleasure all rolled into one. But here's the key insight. Making these adjustments doesn't mean you have to give up the foods you love. It simply means being intentional about combinations, timing, and portion sizes. Separating cucumbers from certain proteins or dairy products might seem like a small step, but the results can be life-changing. Better digestion, reduced bloating, more energy, and even improved sleep are just the beginning. Imagine waking up feeling lighter, clearer, and more energized, knowing that your body is finally able to make the most of the nutrients you provided. The real beauty of this knowledge is that it empowers you. It allows you to take control of your health in ways that are both practical and sustainable. After 60, every decision matters more than ever. Your body doesn't have the same resilience it once did, but it still has an incredible capacity to heal, regenerate, and thrive if you treat it with respect. Every mindful choice you make, every meal you plan carefully, and every habit you cultivate contributes to your long-term well-being. You have the power to prevent discomfort before it starts, rather than waiting to react after problems arise. And that is true empowerment. The ability to act now so your future self can enjoy life fully. Think about the seniors who have embraced these small changes. They report feeling lighter, more energetic, and more vibrant than they have in years. They notice fewer digestive issues, less fatigue, and a renewed sense of control over their own health. This isn't just anecdotal, it's the natural result of understanding how your body works and treating it with the care it deserves. Every choice you make to avoid harmful food combinations, to separate cucumbers from foods that don't pair well, is a decision to protect yourself, to honor your body, and to invest in your future health. As we come to the end of this discussion, I want you to take this message to heart. Health after 60 is about mindfulness, awareness, and small, consistent actions. It's about understanding that your body is an invaluable asset, and that what you put into it has a direct impact on how you feel, move, and live each day. You have the power to make changes that bring lasting benefits, changes that improve digestion, boost energy, and enhance overall well-being. This is not just advice, it's a roadmap to a healthier, more vibrant life. So take these tips seriously, apply them thoughtfully, and share them with loved ones who might benefit as well. Be patient with yourself as you adjust your eating habits, because meaningful change takes time, but the results are worth every step. By being intentional with your food choices, especially with cucumbers and the foods they shouldn't be paired with, you are giving yourself the gift of better health, more energy, and the freedom to enjoy life to the fullest. Remember, it's never too late to take control of your health, and every positive choice you make today brings you closer to a stronger, happier, and more resilient version of yourself.